everyone. Welcome to MedTech World California 2025. I have the pleasure to be with Dr. Ruchi Dana. She is going to be also part of our investors participating in the panels tomorrow. Thank you very much for being with us today.
Thank you so much. It's a pleasure being here.
Doctor, so let's talk about your presence on advanced surgical robots. And together with investments, you have a vast experience on this. How do you manage to keep cutting edge technologies together with being accessible for everyone?
Sure, I think that's an amazing question. It's something that's very close to my heart. I've been involved with surgical robotics for the last 15 years now. I'm a medical physician, and then I did my full-time MBA from Stanford, and I worked on my own robotic surgery startup, and now I'm on the investing side of things. So we invest a lot into robotics, especially surgical robotics. I think like this entire sphere, which started off with Intuitive Surgical back in the 1990s, is now really taking off. I think Intuitive Surgical really did a great job in terms of leapfrogging ahead and bringing new technologies to the market. And now we've seen a number of startups emerge in this sector. I think this is a very interesting sector. It has seen a lot of acquisitions as well, and I think it's bringing about meaningful change because the quality of care that patients get in the developed countries, like in the Bay Area, you can get to the best of the clinics, best of the surgeons. But if you need the same kind of care universally, you need to rely on things that can be much more reliable, like robots. So surgical robots is something that will become like a standard of care, golden standard of care worldwide. And I think you'll be able to get the same quality of care for people in the developing countries as well as here in the developed countries. Because if you use robots, there's the amount of precision, the amount of quality of care that you get. It's really like beyond human errors, right? So that's the logic here.
You have the experience as well on two specific markets in Silicon Valley and as well in the GCC. For startups who are interested on scaling in these two different ecosystems, what's the advice you give them?
Yeah, I think the GCC is much more patient market. So we have a lot of family offices there in the GCC region who are looking to invest into healthcare, medtech. But if you look at the Silicon Valley, it's really like cutting edge technologies that you see here. So if you look at startups that are looking to raise capital, I think GCC is a good market because it's much more patient capital. You have family offices and some newer emerging VCs who are looking to deploy a lot of capital into things that matter quite a lot of impact focused funds as well. But here in the Silicon Valley, you have like merit is taking more power. So like you have the best of technologies, but there's a lot of competition for the VCs to get into those technologies. So I think like but in the GCC, you have a lot of capital chasing the same good deals. So like if you have founders looking to raise capital, I think GCC is much more for much patient capital, long-term capital, and Silicon Valley is more about getting the returns and getting into the newest of technologies.
Tomorrow you'll be part of one of our panels. What are we going to hear on stage?
Yeah, I think I'll share a lot about Silicon Valley, the GCC, and how to raise capital in the Middle East or in the Valley. I think like the kind of patient capital that's available in GCC, family offices, sovereign wealth funds, there's excessive amount of capital available there. Not enough startups to chase that, and also there's a lack of talent there in the GCC. So I think like if startups are looking to move to the GCC region, I think it'll be amazing. And also, I'll share about our experience at MFV investing here in the Valley. We invest into a lot of startups here and also startups looking to move to the US. So we've invested into Israeli startups, European startups as well, who eventually move to the Valley, but like they would have some good sort of IP-led deep tech companies that are looking to move to the US.
As a leader as well, supporting women in medtech and helping them through different networks, what's one advice that you can give to events like this to keep supporting and giving success to women funders?
Sure, I think like I've seen a lot of women in healthcare doing amazing startups, doing a lot of impact startups as well in healthcare. I think one area that women lack is like sort of networking enough. So like you see a lot of women pitching and all, but like after the events, it's really important to network with people and to follow up on emails and LinkedIn and all of these avenues. I think it's really important to have that human connection with the people that you meet at conferences and follow it up later on. So I think like the good thing about women is that they're amazing storytellers. They can pitch really well, but it's really important to develop that kind of relationship with the investors and keep it for the long term as well.
Thank you very much, Doctor, for being with us, and I hope you enjoy the next 2 days.
Yeah, thank you so much. It's an
Thank you very
absolute
much.
pleasure. Thank you.